A sea of boxes over there. I see you later, Bubba. I really need to clean those. But she loves them so much. But she's got her chipmunks on the screen. She's happy. I have quite possibly the heaviest bag of library books. This is all books to return. I finally have to return this series, which is so sad because I still haven't read them. Ugh. But I have relapsed on my renews, so they must return, alas. We're gonna go on a little adventure, i.e. to the library and then to the bookstore because Allie bought me something and it's waiting there for me. Happy early birthday to me. If it's wrapped in like the regular brown paper, I'm going to leave it wrapped in the brown paper until tomorrow because I have a book sitting on my piano in an Amazon package over there from Julie and it's waiting patiently for tomorrow. So we'll see if this one's wrapped or not. I'm excited. Put my gifts in there and she's sitting on it. She was also watching Gab on TV for a second, but look at this baby. Oh my. Are you ready? You gonna open these with me? It's so nice. Oh my god. I'm so excited. See that though? It's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. Ah. Oh my god! Oh, I'm so excited. Yay! Yay! This is her dream right here. Hey, Bubba. Is this your dream? Just a pile of bags and paper? Yeah. She says, I don't want to be on camera, Mom. I'm camera shy. Hello, everyone. My name is Jenna, but you guys can call me Jen. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Hi, hello. Welcome to another weekend vlog. Welcome to my birthday weekend. Today's my birthday. Yay, 28 years old. I look like a thumb today. That is because I have not, one, I'm still sick. Of course I am. Still sick. I feel better than last weekend though, thank God, because last weekend was hell in a handbasket, truly. I have this little one. Absolutely zipping around. Hey, Goose. Yeah. She's zipping. One, I'm still sick. Two, I need to clean my entire place today and then wash my hair. So that is why I look like a thumb, because I have not done that yet. The cleaning must commence imminently because I need to wash my hair. And then I need to go to the grocery store and pick up a few bits for tonight because I'm having my friends over, which is gonna be so nice. But yeah, it's Saturday. We love that. I'm excited to have my place clean. What I need to do is tidy, get rid of this absolute sea of boxes that exist in my house, because apparently whenever I get a box, I just throw it at Freya and I forget that it exists. So now I have like 10 boxes I gotta get rid of. Then I gotta vacuum, and then I think I'm gonna wash my floors. I want it to smell nice and fresh in here. What's the matter? Hey? She doesn't want to be part of the show, Mom. Thanks. But yeah, it's my birthday. Yay. And then I'm going to get some food at the grocery store, like snacky bits. And I would like to make my tea punch again. So, because I made a tea punch for my launch for A Favored Fae in August, and it was very tasty. So I would like to recreate that. That's the plan anyways. Have that. And then I'm going to also get like a general just pop, I guess. I don't know. It's the weekend. I have read 6 books in September so far, and it is officially September 6th. I have read almost a book a day. I read 2 books on September 1st, a book on September 2nd, a book on September 3rd, a DNF'd book on September 4th, and then I read 2 books last night because I caught up. I was like, I need to catch up, and I read both of these novellas, which they were surprisingly really good. I've really enjoyed these. Charlotte Bond, this is The Fireborn Blade by Charlotte Bond, and then its second one, which is The Bloodless Princes. These were really, really good. So the first one is like a classic knight going to go kill a dragon quest, interspersed with stories of other people coming into contact with other dragons that are like put in a book somewhere. And then our main character, Madeley, is like, she's a knight and she's on this quest with like a questionably kind of off guy who's with her, who's supposed to be her squire, but is he? And then the second one is following the events of that book. Some really interesting stuff. And there is, for different reasons, a quest to the underworld. So we have like a classic, like Hades town vibe. Something in Eurydice. What's his name? Orpheus and Eurydice type of narrative in here, which is very fun. Orpheus and Eurydice narrative without the like, you have to walk back to the land of the living and like not look back. That's not part of it, but like going down to hell and like that whole thing, asking to be able to come back from the people who control hell. The world in here is so cool. I wish these were longer. I wish we had a full-length novel in this world because this was so interesting to me. I wish we had more, and I wish we knew more about the characters and like could sit in the magic a little more, because these were bite-sized and wonderful, but I just wish there was more in this world to explore. So I don't know if Catherine Bond is coming out with anything else in this world, but these were great and I really liked them. Last night was a good time. But yeah, I already opened up 2 gifts because I got an Amazon package a couple days ago from Julie, and she sent me a Feather So Black by Lyra Celine, or however you say her last name. I'm so excited about this because I know Julie's been talking about it for a while, and then I saw Kayla from Books and Lala read this and really enjoy it. So it was on my like radar, and my library did not have a copy for me to like get on hold. So I was like, okay, well, after my birthday, I'm gonna like see if I can find a copy in the store to like go read. I didn't have to because Julie ended up sending it to me, which is so kind of her. And then Allie got me Tusk Love by Taya Gonson. Okay, if you have been on my channel for a long time, you guys know how much I love Critical Role. It's been a while since I've been in the depths of my obsession with Critical Role. But I started watching Critical Role back in 2020, I think. I think it was the year of the pandemic was my inauguration into D&D and Critical Role, and my love of the Mighty Nine specifically, because that is my campaign that I started watching, and that is my favorite campaign that they've done. I think that's just a thing. Like, whatever campaign you start watching with Critical Role, that ends up being your favorite. Because I know there's so many people who are Vox Machina fans over the Mighty Nine because they started watching Vox Machina first, etc., etc. Like, I just love all content they do. This book specifically is lore from the Mighty Nine. I love it so much. I was so excited when I found out this was going to be a real thing, and I've been wanting to get my hands on a copy for so long, but it is so you guys know how much fucking hardcovers are in Canada, so it was like, it was too much. Yeah, $40 Canadian plus tax, right? So thank you so much, Allie, for sending this my way. Oh, and it's just so gorgeous. I undid the dust jacket to show you guys earlier, but like in that B-roll, but I love it so much. My only critique on this interior dust jacket is that there's not enough dicks drawn by Justin Lavore. There's just not enough. So there's not a single one. I mean, you could say that some of the plant life look like dicks, but they're not like overtly a dick. Like, you know, they're just part of the design. They're not overtly a dick. So not enough dicks on the count of Jessica Lavore and her graffiti. But I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Allie, and thank you so much, Julie. And I get to see my friends later today. And my friend Danelle ended up coming over yesterday. And she can't make it tonight. So she decided to come over yesterday just to drop by. And she ended up giving me a card and a little gift. It's one of those like coloring books, which is so fun. Like the alcohol marker ones. It's so cutie. I'm so excited about that. And also a little bag of the Brookside chocolates, which is delightful. And it's so delicious. The pomegranate flavor, which I don't think I've ever had before. But anyways, I need to tidy and clean my place and then wash my hair so I don't look like a thumb anymore. But that is today. My friends are coming over later. I'm so excited. Hopefully you can tell that I've been sick because like the skin under my nose, despite me trying with all of my entire being to keep this skin from being raw with like Vaseline and like lotion and like trying to heal it, it is so red and raw from like blowing my nose so often, which is so funny because like my nose is fine, but the skin underneath my nose, the lip here, the upper lip is just raw. I look a little sick. I still sound sick to myself. I don't know if I like actually sound, I think I sound a little sick, but like I was talking on a voice note to Julie and she said that you just sound like you have allergies. And I was like, well, at least I don't sound like a squeaky toy anymore because that was annoying last weekend. But welcome to the vlog. It's gonna be very chill. We're gonna see where today takes us. I'm gonna see how long it'll take me to clean. Thank God my place is small because it doesn't require a lot of energy to clean. So tidy, vacuum, tidy, bathroom. Oh, I gotta redo Freya's litter. I gotta scrub that litter box. Okay. Tidy, litter box, bathroom, vacuum, floors. And then my hair. So I would say like 45 minutes to an hour, considering that my place is only like 600 square feet. So let's do her. She's ready to be a little hostess. I'm lying. She's actually just watching her birds, but she's ready. She's excited. She zooms. Hi, Bubba. What are you doing, Bubba? What are you doing? Hi, Goose. All right, Cryptid, what's up? She's zooming. She's zooming. Hey, Bubba. She's just bopping around. What are you doing, Bubba? Bella says, excuse me. I came in for water, not to be segregated. Freya. pussy. What are you looking at? She's being a little explorer today.
She's not shuddering.
She says, I'm happy. Thank you. She stepped right over.
My bed, though.
She won't. I don't think she will step on the blanket because it smells like Bella. Because even at the lake, she was like completely avoidant of Bella's bed. Like she went around it, she never went in it. So look at her. She says, I'm so happy.
She's happy. The tail is going. She can see outside.
I'm so happy.
The trees and the things are swinging around.
Hello friends, happy Monday. I'm here. I just wrapped up one job and I'm about to go to the first day of teaching for the school session. Huzzah! I feel awful today. It's like my sickness rebounded after this weekend. It was like, we could make you feel better for your birthday, but after that, get ready to be sucker punched. So I feel disgusting. I had a power nap at noon because I was just a power nap, aka I fell asleep for an hour and a half because my body was just like, save me from this, from whatever's happening. So I feel atrocious, but I'm here and I gotta get ready for work. Yay! I'm gonna teach my children. I think I'm gonna be there for 3.5 hours tonight. I was looking at my schedule that was sent over to me a couple weeks ago, so it may have been adjusted, but I think I know I start at 5:15, which is the usual, and then I'm there until 8:30, which is atrocious, I'm not gonna lie. I hate being late at the studio, but that's just kind of how it is, because I'm always the last one there, because I'm one of the most favored teachers. I've been teaching there since I was 14 years old, so officially 14 years. Half of my life I've been teaching at the studio. That's crazy. I'm 28 years old. I've been teaching there for 14 years. And my kids that I've had, that I will continue to have, I don't think I have any new students this year. It's all my kids, which I love so deeply. We love just continuing with the same kids because then I know how they learn, they know how I teach, they know the vibes, they know me. They'll be excited to see me again because they all ask for me again. Every year they all ask for me, which is so nice to be that loved as a teacher. And even like over the summer, I was teaching like 1 or 2 of my kids that I've had for many years, but not regularly or consistently. I was teaching them and I was teaching all these new kids. And every time my boss would bring someone into the room to like meet me, if they're doing like a tour because they're starting piano in the fall, they would all be like, oh, can we have that teacher? And she's like, no, sorry, she is fully booked. And I'm just like, Jesus, I hate that. I hate that. I love that. I love that I'm super like wanted as a teacher, but holy shit. I don't like that for the studio, that they have to say no to people who are brand new, you know? Anyways, so I never have to worry about my spots being filled. And I'm so glad that this year is all my kids. Like, I don't have a single new one. It's all the same kids. Almost in the same order that they were last year. Almost. So it'll be nice to be back and to see them again and to hear about their summers and to see how much they've grown, because every time I see them again, I'm like, oh my God, you've grown so much. What the fuck? Because I've been teaching some of these kids since they were like 3 or 4, and now they're in like grade 3 or 4. And I'm like, what do you mean? it's a little crazy. It's always crazy when kids age. I'm just like, wait, you're supposed to be this tiny little thing. What do you mean? You're like wearing makeup today, like that kind of stuff. So yeah, this will be, I guess, my 14th year of teaching. Holy shit. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a lot. It's been a lot for many, many years. And I would much rather have another week off than go back right now because I feel atrocious. But alas, that is not how it is to be. What did I want to wear for bottoms? It's 23 degrees today. I also wanted to pop in and tell y'all about, oh, that's really heavy. This is incredible angles as I get ready, but it's fine. I wanted to tell you guys about the reading of this weekend because I haven't really spoken to you since Friday or Saturday now. It was Saturday. But yeah, it was my birthday on Saturday. Still very fun. Had my friends over. That was super lovely. Freya was concerned for the majority of it because she's not used to people being in her space, but you know, just gotta get used to it. She did good, I think. She did good for a little bean who's not used to having people around her. She did good, I think. So I kept my bedroom closed for the beginning of it because I wanted her to just have to deal with it and get more relaxed with people. And then eventually I was just like, okay, open up the bedroom door and let you in it so you can go decompress. She hid herself away for the remainder of the evening and came out when everyone was gone. But still, she was very well behaved. Sat on my office chair and was just curious about people, so there's that. That's a look, I guess. Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna be sitting in a desk chair anyways. Just sitting in a desk chair. What do you guys think? Some really, really thin, wide leg, like capri culottes. They're not supposed to be capris. They are on me, because I'm really fucking tall. But they're from Old Navy. I got them for like $9 on the sales racks. You know, we love that. I should do a little necklace. But yeah, okay, so this weekend, Freya did great on Saturday. My beautiful friends. Oh, I didn't even show you what they got me for my birthday. I should do that, which is so nice. Gift giving is my love language. But receiving gifts, I've always been just like, I'm an only child. So anytime anyone gets me anything, I'm always like, please, thank you. Yes, thank you. I love you so much for thinking about me. I'm just like, I love it. So, okay, let me have a seat here and we'll talk about it. So, you guys saw these two being unboxed, which is amazing, from Allie and Julie. And then my lovely friends got me these 3 books, and Sophie also got me a bunch of magnets that are now sitting on my yellow cabinet there. They're just a bunch of cat magnets, which is so fun. They're so fun. They're so cutie. And it came with this, like, a guide to cat little book and this poster that is very cute. I love the art style of these cats, and some stickers, which we love. But she also got me, Sophie and Tamsin, I should say, the two of them, got me Gaza Writes Back book, which is short stories from young writers in Gaza, Palestine. It has been edited and put together by Rafat Al-Arir. So, this is gonna be intense to read. I just know it, but I am excited to get into it. It's gonna be intense, but I am happy to have this. And then Hannah and Samuel ended up getting me The Delegate Dream Making District, which by Mie Lee, which is the sequel to the Delegate Dream department store, which I really enjoyed. And I'm so excited to have this. And I love these little like square, like almost square hardcovers. They're so cute. I love this. Hanover Square Press. This is fantastic. The aesthetic of that is wonderful. I ended up putting this in a chat because, okay, this is Tough Love by Taya Gonson. And as soon as I opened it up from Allie, I was like, oh, I have been talking about this book so much and how much I want it in my like personal chats. And also my friends and I think I've mentioned it a couple times, probably not very recently, but they have a Monster Fucker book club, and it is like an annual thing where occasionally someone will be like, we should read this book, and we end up doing it. I didn't do the last year one because it was Bride by Allie Hazelwood, and I just didn't end up going to the book club or anything, but I didn't end up reading the book either. But we've done Ice Planet Barbarians and Minotaur Milking Farm, and someone suggested Tusk Love because it's beautiful and gorgeous, and it's Critical Role, right? It is also technically Monster Fucker because he's an orc, and I think that's awesome. So I was very excited when that came together, and I was like, okay, well, like, if no one gets it for me for my birthday, I'm going to be buying it for myself, but like I would really like it for my birthday, like wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And so I was convinced that one of my friends was going to get it for me. So as soon as I opened it up from Allie, I was like, shit, I got to put this in the group chat. I was like, oh my God, look what Allie got me for my birthday. And then Hannah came over and she was like, yeah, we had to go to McNally and exchange it because we had gotten you Tusk Love. So we got you this instead. And I was like, I knew it. I knew it. I knew that there was going to be someone. But I'm so happy with this. This is so fun. This has been on my wish list for a little while. So yay for this. This is a translated work as well. And then Sophia got me The Geographer's Map to Romance, which is the second book in India Holton's... Oh God, what is this? What is this series called? This series has something. It's called something, right? Love's Academic. That's her series. The first one is The Ornithologist's Field Guide to Love, which I have read, but I don't own. And this was on my Amazon wish list. And so she picked this up for me, which I'm really, really happy about. I really enjoy India Holton books. They are so fun. And they're just such a great time to read them. And I think India Holton's third book in this series is like a dark academia, which I'm very interested in to see how she does that. But this one sounds lovely and wonderful as always, and it's just absolutely gorgina. So pretty. So yeah, that was for my friends, which is awesome. And then yesterday I went home to mom and dad's, obviously, for dinner. And they have a family friend, like we have a family friend who lives in BC. And since she found out that I'm a reader, like 10 years ago or something, she has been sending me books for everything, birthdays and Christmas, without fail, and or sending me a gift card. She did end up sending me a gift card as well this for my birthday, which is so wonderful, and I'm so thankful for that. I have so many gift cards that I get to go spend. I just went through my wallet, total side note, I went through my wallet just now today and pulled out a bunch of old gift cards, and I'm like, I don't know actually how much is still on these, and I found gift cards that still have money on them, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go and actually use these. I have a lot of like Costco ones that I use for the gas bar. I haven't been to the gas bar in a couple years, so that makes sense as to why I haven't used up those gift cards, because I don't live on that side of the city anymore. So it's not an easy go to Costco to refill and then go home after work kind of a thing. I guess it is. It's just a little out of my way. But anyways, lots of gift cards. But she ended up sending me this cutie little book. It's called The Celebration of Cats by Roger A. Caras, and it is a like compendium of articles and comments about cats and how wonderful they are. And there's like little illustrations throughout, which I think is really fun. So I thought that was really cutie because she found out, because I got Freya this year and she loves cats too. So that's awesome. Mom and dad also got me a couple like grocery gift cards, which I really, really appreciate. I always love grocery gift cards because the economy. It's so bad. They got me like popcorn twists and a bag of like fuzzy peaches, which is awesome. And then they also got me Tales of the Shire, which is that new cozy game. It's the Lord of the Rings cozy game. And I know there's so many mixed reviews on this game. From the reviews of people who are like genuinely cozy gamer people and like have loved this game, those reviews are convincing me that I'm going to absolutely eat this game up, because this is exactly the kind of game that I love to play. Like I haven't really been playing many cozy games in the past little week, but you guys know I love Breath of the Wild, I love Skyrim, I love those kind of games. But then I also really love like Tiny Bookshop and Fae Farm and Stardew. And then this, while not quite that, feels like just a cozy game where you get to be a hobbit and do stuff in your garden. That sounds amazing to me. So I asked for it for my birthday. I got, which is very exciting. And I have not yet opened it, as you can tell from the plastic on the thing. So last night I told myself I was gonna apply for a couple jobs that like their due days were coming very soon. It was yesterday and then like today or something. So I applied for those. And then I told myself I was gonna finish the book that I was reading, and then I was gonna play this. But by the time I finished the book I was reading, it was midnight. I felt awful and I went to bed. So I finished reading A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping yesterday, all in one. So I've officially read 7 books in 7 days. Not quite a book a day for 7 days, but 7 books in 7 days, because I finished 2 books on September 1st and then 2 books on Friday this week. So I read, I think I calculated how many pages it was. 1,921 pages for this week, which is actually a little insane. But I'm low-key happy with myself for doing that. Have I done anything else? No. I've been so sick. I haven't been able to talk. I haven't been able to record the audiobook for A Favorite Fae, which is so annoying because I sound like this, so I can't record the audiobook because I don't sound like myself to myself. Like I sound like my voice is lower and more nasally because I'm still under the weather. So I'm just like, I can't record the audiobook. I can't get that out. And I just haven't been doing any writing stuff. So I need to get back on that game. I want to get the 3 like concept videos out before the end of like I want to be done them. At least I want to be done the concepts and stuff by the end of September, so that October, November, and December I can work on Sage's Storybook 1, so I can get a draft done by the end of the year. That's still the goal. So I've just not been doing that for the past week and a bit. I just haven't been working on any of that, so I need to get back to it. Working on Project Glass, and then Project Good Girls, and then Project Mummy. I'm so excited about those, but I'm really happy that I ended up reading so much this first week of September. I've already got 7 books for September, which is crazy because usually I read 8 to 10 books a month this year. That seems to be my average. So we're already off to a good start. And it felt nice having a week of nothing, because I didn't have to teach this week because it was off and it was a long weekend and it was my birthday week and all that kind of stuff. But this book is in the same world as The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, which is one of my favorite books of all time. So I was ready to be so cozy and loved in this book. And I definitely was. This is definitely not a new favorite book. It didn't quite hit the same as the other one, but I had such a great time with this. It follows our main character, Sarah, as she is running an inn. When she was 15 years old, she resurrected her aunt who's taking care of her, or her great aunt who's taking care of her, Jasmine, because Jasmine dropped dead in the garden. And she was like, absolutely not, you must come back to life. And Sarah was like the brightest witch of her age, like has the most potential, most power. And a lot of people who are in power are like trying to use that in some kind of way, but she resurrects her aunt, and in doing so loses a lot of her magic. It like breaks, and it becomes very, very difficult for her to do magic. So she's not any more powerful at all. She becomes exiled from the guild of magic and whatever. And so she just stays at this inn, and she ends up running it with her great aunt, who's now alive, and a skeletal chicken named Ruru, who is the fucking cutest thing in the world. Then this book like really picks up when she's about 30. She is like 15 years later from that event, and she is trying to figure out how to get her magic back, because magic should regenerate itself, and hers just never has. And so she's trying to figure out how to do things. And she's created this like little found family around herself. There's a couple of like people who basically live in the inn with her. They're like lifelong people who just use the inn. There's wonderful magic around her inn from when she was a kid, that she set up this spell that essentially just made the inn something that people could only find if they actually needed it, and if the inn like trusted the people. So it's more of a magical inn than anything. And then she's at this point where some of her people that are with her, she's like taking care of her like godson or something. And Theo is wonderful. I love him so dearly. He's a little 11-year-old boy who's just the sweetest being in all the world. There's also a witch that's been trapped in a fox's body due to her own actions. And she is trying to also help Sarah get her magic back, so that Sarah can unlock the curse on her and like turn her back into human, because she's been this way for like 40 years or something, or 20 years or something like that. I don't know. And so Clemmy and Theo do something that ends up letting Sarah have access to this spell that she wouldn't have had access to otherwise. But it needs translating, and they don't know the language of this. And then one day, this man shows up with his autistic 9-year-old sister, Posey, who is just such a cutie patootie. I love her so dearly. And Luke Larson is a handsome and icy magical historian. He basically says, like, from the get-go, like, we're only going to stay here for, like, a night. We're not going to overstay our welcome, blah, blah, blah. And then it ends up becoming their home for obvious reasons. Because Posey, he's taking care of her because their parents, like, don't know what to do with her kind of level of anything. Like, she uses magic because she wants to, and she doesn't understand that she has to hide it from, like, regular people, so she can't go to regular school. She's also autistic and on the spectrum far enough that she's not quite fully verbal, and she doesn't quite understand a lot of things. Like, no matter how much you tell her stuff, like, she doesn't grasp rules very easily. But she's so sweet, and she does all the good, like, she does everything. She's just such a sweetie pie. And so they haven't really found a place for her to, like, fit in that will necessarily like her, you know? So they come to this place, and Posey calls it Sarah's house. And then at one point she calls it Posey's house, and it's the cutest thing in the world. And then, so it's like, these two are kind of both grumpy and stuck in their own past traumas And also, I'm sorry, I just realized that I still have the cat TV on. So all you've been hearing in the background is twittering fucking birds. I'm so sorry. But yeah, they're both like, it's not like the other one where it's Grumpy Sunshine. They're both grumpy. They're both a little bit angry. And Sarah's like, I'm not motherly at all. And everyone's like, bitch, you were one of the most nurturing people in the world. You just do it angry. It's so good. I really enjoyed this. It's definitely not up to the caliber of the first one, in my opinion. There's just something so perfect and magical about that first one. But I think if you really enjoy slower stories about finding where you belong, found family, creating that place of safety around you, you're gonna really like this. There's a lot of beautiful descriptions of like autumn and winter and stuff like that, and it was great, and I really enjoyed it. It was a wonderful reading experience. I laughed, I cried, you know, all that kind of stuff. Anyways, I gotta leave in like 5 minutes now because I've been talking for so long, but I haven't talked to you like all weekend. This is making up for that. I gotta go teach my children. We're gonna start the year off strong. I want to bring my Kobo with me. Now the best question is, oh, I put it over there. That's right. Oh, also I wanted to show you the coloring book that Danelle got me. Isn't this cutie patootie? Moments for me. This is so sweetie. It's like one of those alcohol marker ones. So it's laid out like this. I think it's so fun. I haven't done any alcohol marker coloring in a really long time, so I'm happy to have that because I've been kind of itching for some more cozy hobbies again, including like knitting and crocheting and stuff. I do have the beginning of a sweater that I was working on in the middle of winter last year in my storage room that I should probably pick up again. I stopped and I put it away because I got a kitten, and I was like, I can't knit around a kitten. She's gonna play with the yarn. She's gonna eat it and all that kind of stuff. But I also ended up buying on Etsy. Ooh. We're just going to keep talking. I don't know if I mentioned it here, but I did end up buying myself a people's ring, like a nice ring that, like what I thought was going to be a nice ring that was going to be like my first official, like actual jeweler's ring for my birthday. It came in and I went to go get it and I hate it. It's honestly so gaudy. Like I'm a person who keeps my rings very low profile to my hands, and I picked it up from the store, from People's Jewelers, and I was too chicken to say, I actually hate this, can I just return it? So I left the store with it still. It's beautiful, like it's a nice ring from the front, right? Like this is absolutely stunning. I was expecting to get this like beautiful, rounded, flush, like signet looking ring. Instead, I got this gaudy motherfucker that just sits, I don't even know what this reminds me of, it sits so high up on my hand. I hate this. I hate it so much. So I came home and I started the return through UPS so I don't have to talk to anybody because I don't want to talk to anybody. So there's that. I'm going to get $200 back for that because I bought it during one of their sales. So it's fine. But I ended up getting, I bought myself 2 rings, which is a little insane. So I'm kind of also glad that I'm returning this and getting $200 back because I've been spending so much money recently. I did get another ring that's on Etsy and it hasn't yet shipped, but it's close enough that it's like, it still says September 8th to 11th on delivery day. So I'm wondering if the shop is just in Manitoba somewhere and they'll like, the shipping is going to be super quick. But it's like a cameo ring and it's gorgeous. And I can't wait to get it. And I'm also like fingers crossed hoping it's not too high because it is a little thicker. But again, this is the thickest ring I have and it just barely sits high on my ring. I'm a very low profile ring person. Anyways, that's what I got myself for my birthday. I also joined Aardvark Box, which is a book box, because I was looking at it and the shipping is negligible. It's cheap as fuck, considering that book boxes in Canada are usually the same price as the box. I was very surprised. I was very shocked and surprised. We shall see how that ends up going. And it's shipped and it's on its way to me. So we love that. And I also picked up a digital pattern for a cat hat. That's what I was talking about originally. It is a sunflower and it looks so cute. I was originally looking for a pumpkin hat because I think Freya as a pumpkin would just be fucking cutie as shit. But I think I can find a pattern on Pinterest that is free for that. And I can like figure that out myself. So I do want to get yarn at some point this week. I want to go and get yarn from Michael's. Pick up some yarn to make my cat into a flower because I think that would be just the cutest thing in the entire universe, you know? Whether just for a photo opportunity or for her to wear on Halloween and or but probably just for a photo opportunity because I have a feeling she's gonna hate it. But I think it would be very cute either way, you know? So that is what I have purchased for myself for my birthday, which is fun and exciting, and I've been spending too much money, so I've told myself no more rings for the rest of 2025 because I have purchased so many fucking rings. It's a little crazy. It started with this one when I was 27. I was turning 27. I found this online on Etsy and it was like $400, and I was like, oh my god, it's so expensive. How am I gonna do this? And then me, after that, getting that little pinky ring that is a garnet one, and it just spiraling from there, really. But anyways, it is the season to treat yourself, I guess. Who's to say? Also, I'm gonna make cupcakes, and I have cupcakes waiting for me when I get home. They're so delicious, light and fluffy. Anyways, I'm going to refill this, grab a snack, and head out to work. But that's been my weekend so far. I'll catch up with you guys a little later to finish out this vlog. But yeah, what a weekend. Are you sleeping on your dragon? Oh. Hi, baby. Are you comfy? Wow, where's my girl? Hello, friends. It is now much later. It's about 12:30, and I'm about to go to... Oh my god, you need to witness this. She's on her back. She just spun around. Look at her. Goose. Goose. Baby. I need to actually close out this vlog and then finish editing it and get it up for you guys. I forgot about that. Teaching was good. It's all my kids I know, as I said before. Everybody's in new books. Everybody's excited to be back. They all had stories about their summer to share with me. It was great. It was great. First day back is always chaos, though. In the studio. I think I did 8 sets of stairs today because every time I needed a new set of books for my kids, I would go from the top floor to the basement where the books usually are, and then look for the books, not be able to find the right book for my kid, and then come back up to the main floor, ask my boss, hey, can I have this book? And she'd be like, yeah, sure, I'll bring it up to you. And then go back up to my studio. That happened 4 times. So the last time I was like, hey, can I just have like these 2 sets of books so I don't have to do this for a fucking 4th time? Because I knew what my next kid was gonna need because I remembered what level they were in. So I was like, okay, this is insane. Tomorrow, I'm gonna have to think about it ahead of time and see where I'm gonna put all my kids level wise and like get the books ahead of time. Oh my god. Anyways, that's what's up. That's what's happening. So yeah, teaching was good. Came home, ate some leftover dinner. I still had soup because I made soup a number of days ago. So I made some soup, had some leftover pizza from the weekend. But then I started reading This Princess Kills Monsters by Rye Herman. And I'm like 87 pages of the way through, and this is delightful. It is so, it's on the line of being a little bit almost too batshit, but in a good way, because it's like using all of the fairy tales at once. I think that's so fun. It gives us the story right at the beginning that is the tale of the 12 hunters, or as it has been inaccurately recorded. And it like gives you this super funnily told story about this man and this woman who have like fallen in love with each other, and then the man is called home to become king in his father's place because his father passes away, and then his father's dying wish is for this man to marry this woman from somewhere else, like a princess, right? So the man agrees and then spurns his beloved, and then for some reason his beloved decides to gather 11 identical looking women to herself, and they disguise themselves as men and then go to this kingdom and offer their services as huntsmen to the king. And the king, being a dumb fuck, does not recognize the love of his life, so they become the king's huntsmen. And it's this weird little story about how like there's a magical talking lion for some reason in this kingdom. And this kingdom, and this magical talking lion is like, hey bitch, you're being fooled by these 12 people. They're actually women, not men. And the king's like, I don't believe you. And they start doing these weird little gender tests, and the women fool it every time. And then at some point they go on a hunt, and then one of them faints off their horse when they hear that the king's new betrothed princess is here, and then like knocks off her mask, and the man, you know, looks at her properly and like, notices that it's his beloved, and blah blah blah. It says right at the end of that beginning chapter, which I'd almost say is a prologue, but whatever. That is the story as it is currently told, but savvy readers may perhaps have noticed it doesn't make a lot of sense. What exactly was the endgame of the lady's plan? Why did it require finding 11 identical duplicates? What was up with the gender essentialist lion? Did the king really not recognize his one true love until he noticed the ring? A whole thing that I did not explain. And what on earth did the princess from the Mountain Kingdom think of all this? That last one, at least, is a question I can address because I am the princess from the Mountain Kingdom. And then it's like this girl, our main character, Melilot, is sick of being ordered to go on dangerous quests by her domineering stepmother because she has two sisters, a stepsister and a half-sister, that are more magical and more capable than her, and they always save her from these quests, and she's just fucking tired of it. And then she gets betrothed to this man she has never met, and so she must go to this kingdom. Then meets these 12 eerily similar looking men, and then there's like near constant attempts on her life, a talking lion. I'm excited to meet this lion that just is obsessed with gender, and then a king who can't recognize his true love when she puts on a pair of trousers. I am so excited to to go for more into this book. It's so funny so far, so love that. But yay. It has been a good weekend. It was my birthday. I got many gifts from my beautiful friends. I got to see my beautiful friends, have a great time. Got to see my parents, ate some cake, lots of cake. Read a lot of books this weekend, or at least I read a lot, I should say. I read those 2 novellas on Friday, and then of course, The Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping yesterday, and then I started this one tonight. So far in September, I have read every single day. I've already read 7 books, and it is officially the 8th of September. We're back to the normal status of everything, and I'm excited to see how the rest of September goes, because next weekend is my very first book fair ever that I'm going to be at as an author, which is so exciting. So that's Saturday, so you guys are going to come with me for that, of course. And then I have nothing else going on. Saturday and Sunday next week, so we'll see what this week and weekend gets up to. But stick around, because it's always a fun time on my channel. Hopefully I'm not sick by next weekend still, because I don't like the sound of my own voice right now. And I feel like trash. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna edit this, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Anyways, my friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me this weekend. I will catch you in another video very soon. Stay kind and keep on reading.